A lot of golfers that have come and seen me for lessons usually struggle with hitting the driver, and I've noticed 3 common mistakes that they all make that you need to take note of to help you hit the driver better, further and more consistently. Diving into the first one, the fact that when we get onto the golf course, we forget one of the main things, one of the most important things that we remember all the time we're at the driving range, because you've got a lines at the driving range, the mat that's going to help us, and that is the setup. The setup is so important to get correct, and what I mean by setup is the way we stand to the ball, so ball position, how wide our stance is, but also our body alignment. Our stance wants to be a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. My ball position is going to be in line with my lead heel. Our body alignment, we want to be making sure that our feet, our knees, hips, and mainly shoulders are all pointing towards our targets. Me being in here, I'm just going to make sure that my body alignment is all aligned up to the mat, therefore facing down the fairway. So that's tip 1, and I would just make sure you're checking this on a regular basis. And you could do that by asking your playing partner if you're going out on the golf course to say, hey, just check this for me. Is my body alignment right? Am I getting myself in the correct setup position to give myself that best possible chance of striking the ball well, hitting more up on the ball and getting more distance? Diving into the second thing, and this is something that most golfers do on a regular basis, but think they're doing it right, and that is to do with their feet. So lots of golfers will set up to the ball with their feet pointing right towards this camera here now, when really, if they did this, it's going to limit the amount of rotation they can create in the backswing and follow through. So I've got my feet pretty much closer in like this here, and when I try and rotate now, I'm putting loads more pressure and almost twisting my knee, which you don't want. On the way through it, the same's going to happen, or if you're that kind of golfer with lots more speed, you then end up having to pop the left foot out like this to stop putting pressure on your knee, but then maintaining that speed throughout your swing. So I'm just going to flare both of my feet out like this here, as opposed to being straight, flare them out like so. Now this is going to allow me to get a really good rotation into the backswing, but also on the downswing through to finish without having to shuffle my feet and lose balance. And the third and final thing, and this is the thing that I believe is so important, and it's the most common that I see most golfers make, is that we're all told to hit up on the ball with driver. With irons, we like to see that descending angle of attack, hitting more downward onto the golf ball, but with the driver it's different. We like to hit a slightly more up on it, less descending. But there's a key to this. A lot of golfers, they'll get to the top of the swing, and because they're told to hit more up on the ball, it encourages them to lean back, keeping their weight on their trail side, and early extending like this here. And you can see I've hardly got any room to hit the golf ball. I'm getting stuck, leaving the face way open, which encourages that one that sets off to the right and goes further right. Or I'm able to release my hands like this here, shut in the face, and it goes left. So we get that two-way miss, and that's no good. So what I want you to do, to hit up on the golf ball with drive, we don't want to be leaning back and early extending like this. We want to be just making sure that that ball position is in the front of our stance, and that's going to encourage us straight away to have that less descending angle of attack and hitting more up with the driver. We're just going to turn on the backswing, putting a little bit more pressure on the trail side here, and what you want to feel is that your upper body and your hips are rotating through to target. And you can see there, this move here, I'm getting the club more out in front of me, my hips going behind me, my left arm is nice and straight, and I'm just turning through to hit the ball. You can see there my face is nice and square, pointing towards the target, which means we're going to hit more consistent golf shots. So I'm going to hit one now with all those three things. So the right setup, ball position, stance a little bit wider in the front of my stance, and then body alignment is all nice and neutral, not shut or open. Second thing, I'm going to flare the feet out to allow for more rotation. Final thing, turning that upper body more through towards the target. It looks like I'm going to be hitting more down the ball, but I'm not, because the ball position is in the front of my stance. So those are the three most common faults I see people do out on the golf course when using the big stick, the driver. So go ahead, give it a try, let me know how you get on by commenting down below, and make sure to hit the subscribe button to help my channel grow, as there's a lot more videos coming your way. Golf tips, coaching reviews, I had a new YouTube series coming out very, very soon. Cheers for watching.